Good Monday morning. Here is Kramer's Corner with the daily technical update. It is Monday the 16th of October. And we saw last week that the S&P 500 got rejected at the this gap area once again Friday here. And if we quickly look at the future and the CFD, we can see it's trading around the 43.27. We are likely to resume downtrend. We have the RSI in bearish trend or negative trend. Same picture on Nasdaq 100. Rejected at the upper falling trend line. Couldn't close above the upper part of the cloud. Let's just zoom out a little bit. It was above, but it closed below, and Friday it got hammered a little bit, and we are back below 15,000. It's likely to close this gap on the way down, probably very quickly. And we can also see that the RSI was rejected at 60, and if it breaks below the rising trend line here, it's likely also to continue to breaking below the 40 level, which is a support a little bit at least. The EuroStoxx 50 rejected the upper falling trend line back below 4,200 and has resumed downtrend and is likely to move to test the 4,035, possibly all the way down to 4,000. I can see this happening this week. DAX 100 couldn't hold up above the 15,482 and is following through today with selling pressure. And if we have RSI, which we currently have below 40, well, I think we will have a break of this support line here at 14,993. Move down to around 14,500, where we have some support levels, as you can see, going back to last year. That should be observed early this year and last year. AEX Amsterdam also rejected here at the 55, couldn't even get up to 750, resuming downtrend seems. If it breaks below 730, I think we will see an accelerated selling pressure, and also RSI rejected at the 60 level, so still really in a bearish mood there. More or less same picture on Belgian market, rejected at 35.79, almost touched it but couldn't really, and I believe we will see a close of this little gap we have here, and we will see a move lower in the coming days and week. CAC 40 already is back to where we were about a week ago. And I believe we'll see a test of the 6,900, possibly out to 6,800 level here. We're already below 7,000. So just resuming downtrends really, so they are not looking that strong at the moment, to be honest. Moving on to euro dollar. That was rejected at 106.35, strong resistance at the upper falling trend line here. We have it's trying to bounce a little bit back this morning, and currently it's forming a bullish engulfing. But let's see. There's still a long way to go until the end of the day. But it is trying to. If it doesn't take out the lows here from about a week ago, well, then it will most likely have another go at the upper falling trend line here. So let's see. We have also the RSI currently back above 40, so it's a little bit of a limbo at the moment, but and it could actually move lower, but for now, keep an eye on what it does today. That could predict the coming days. Will we have another go at the 106.35 resistance? More or less the same picture on cable, rejected at 123. It spiked above a couple of times. Now it's trying to get back above 121.75. Also RSI trying to get back above 40, so maybe this was just a little bit of setback before the next move up. I think if we move back above 120, we could have another go at the 123, possibly up to 124.75. At least that's what it seems like at the moment. But still, we haven't totally cancelled the downtrend. Dollar yen slowly trying to move higher. It still needs to break this 150, 16, 17 level. There's still room up to around 152. So really not no news there. And that's what we see on more or less all the yen pairs. Euro yen still trading sideways in this wide range. We've been talking about it so many times. We have Aussie yen that got rejected at 95.85 again, trying to move back higher this morning. So broader range still sideways. So that's really what it is. Aussie dollar forming also this bullish engulfing at the moment. Again, the day is not over yet, so a lot of stuff can happen. But we are, broader picture, we are in a downtrend with potential down to 61.85. So let's see where that ends. Finally, when we're talking FX, we have the dollar index that bounced from the 105.45, trading around this rising trend line here, again hovering around that, and there is room up to 107.90, but let's see here the next couple of days. There's still a massive divergence that indicates it was a top, and we should see a correction lower, possibly down to around 104, 104 and a half, where there's some strong support coming up here. But again, this 105.34 is really something you should keep an eye on. It is a strong support, but look out for that one. Commodities, very strong comeback in gold. Massive move Friday that actually took it way higher than expected. I did expect to around 1900, but it actually spiked all the way up. I mean, buyers were in control from the get-go and until the end of the trading session. So we are touching in this cloud area, that's the shaded area here. We were above 200 and 155. Now we are hovering here between 55 and 100 moving average. I think we will see a couple of days with the sideways trading, but what is interesting is that the RSI here on the daily actually closed above 60, so indicating that we are in with a bullish sentiment or positive sentiment. If we can get back of this above this resistance line here at 1945, 1950, then there is much more in store on the upside for gold. But it could be a bit of a struggle here the next couple of days. However, if we're looking at the weekly chart, you can see it's testing the upper falling trend line here at the moment in this wide range. It was bounced off the 200 weekly moving average, very strong move. So if we can get RSI also on the weekly above 60, well, then we will see higher levels in gold, and the uptrend has resumed. Silver, very strong bounce there also, back about 22.15 to around the 61.8 retracement level here. Expect a little bit of a setback, and then we'll probably try to move higher towards the 23.10, 15 level, but it will be a little bit of a struggle. The overall picture is still that it is bearish, but if it can get back up this above this rising trend line here, you can see on the weekly, then there is more upside potential, and that was merely just a false breakout that didn't really materialize so much. What is also interesting is that the RSI on the weekly is still in a positive or bullish sentiment, never broke below 40. Copper, still a little bit heavy, 54.50 is the level to look out for. You can see why here on the weekly. It's really a key support. On the energy, we have the WTI very close to 88.20 resistance. That is key for upside potential. It seems like the strong bounce here gives us an idea it could move higher, but I want to see it above 88.20, closing above. Then we are back in a bullish trend with a potential higher. Let's remove this one, then we're gonna better see it. So there is a little bit of a sideways trading here we could expect the next couple of days. 88.20, look out for that one. Same picture on the Brent here. bounced 50% of this downwards move here, and 91.81, that's the level to look out for. If we can have a close above that, of course we will then have the 61.8 retracement just above it, but a close above it, then I believe we'll be back in a bullish trend and likely also have the RSI back above 60. When we are talking about energy, we should have another look at Dutch gas. Dutch gas Friday closed above this key resistance at 54.45 and also closed the week above, which is quite interesting. So we are in a bullish trend on short term. We are also in a bullish trend on medium term. I still think RSI didn't close above 60, but I think we will see a little bit of a setback here the next couple of days, possibly down below the 50 years, but we are in an uptrend. There's no divergence. I believe we will see higher Dutch gas prices in coming weeks. Finally, on the US 10-year, let's zoom out a little bit. Still holding on above this around 4.5%. I think we will move higher. It is not unlikely we'll see a larger correction down to the 61.8 before moving higher, but for now it seems fairly strong. So, but short term, I think we'll have a little bit of sideways trading. But I wouldn't worry too much if it doesn't break below 436 if you are bullish on yields at least. All right, that's all for today. Have a nice day. Talk to you again tomorrow. Happy trading.